Hello, welcome to today's Clarity Reset or Clarity by Christina, depending on which community you are watching this in or on YouTube. Today, we are going to talk about patterns and more than anything, you know, just being able to recognize those patterns so that the next time you can make maybe a different decision and break that pattern. Because ultimately, there's something that is showing up in your business or in your life the same way over and over again. It's like a hesitation or the same wall, or maybe it's the same decision that you keep almost making, or it's the same decision that you do keep making. And when you do, you're like, why did I do that? So today we're just going to look at it more clearly, name it honestly, and see what's actually underneath it all. Because that's where breaking patterns really happens. So, in order to do that, before we get started with the journaling, we are going to do a short grounding session. So, I invite everyone to get really cozy in your chair. Either close your eyes or soften your gaze so that you're not focusing on anything in particular. We're going to take a few breaths together. So, a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And now let your breathing return to normal and just notice it. Don't try to control it. And now I want you to lift your shoulders up to your ears and then just roll them back. And really stretch out all the muscles between your shoulders and in your neck. And then when they feel a little looser, just let them drop. And rest your arms and hands somewhere where they feel supported. Now I'd like for you to focus your attention on any areas in your body that you might be holding some tension or stress or tightness. Just notice what's happening in your body. You don't have to change it. Just notice. Because sometimes we hold our energy in our body. Notice what that feels like. Notice where it is. Could be in a few places. You don't have to overanalyze it. This is just about being in touch with your body and noticing what's going on in it. And now I want you to think about your business. Could be your life in general. But what I want you to think about are things, patterns that show up. And maybe when I said that, the first thing that popped in your head might be the one to think about. But think about the patterns that show up. Maybe there's some hesitation or there's a wall there and there's a decision that you keep making and then wish you wouldn't have later. And then it pops up a few years later or a few months or a few days. Doesn't matter the frequency. What matters is the pattern. And think about if that shows up in your body somewhere. Bring your attention back to your body and notice if there's a tightness somewhere else. Or if the tightness you already felt is different somehow when you think about these patterns. Just notice. Now we're going to do a few more breaths together. So a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And now I invite you to come back to the room, open your eyes, and pull out your journal. And we're going to get started. The first thing that I want for you to do in your journal, well, let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen here. First thing that I want you to do in your journal is brain dump. And by that, I mean just write whatever comes to mind. You're never going to read this again. The purpose of it is to just, when you have a racing mind or you have a lot of things that are just floating around, a lot of thoughts, incomplete thoughts, they can get in the way of decisions, of writing, of thinking through things. And so we do this brain dump at the beginning of these exercises so that we can get all of that out of the way and onto paper now, so that when we get to the questions, we're answering the questions instead of putting on paper, just the fragments that are always there. And so the key of this, we got another minute left. Just keep writing. If you don't know what to write, just write the first word that comes to mind and keep writing that word until the next one pops up. And you're going to want to keep going for the entire duration. We have a little under a minute left. Doesn't have to make any sense. Nobody's ever going to read this. Total nonsense. About 30 seconds left. Keep writing. Okay. And so the first question that I want for you to answer in your journal is this: what keeps showing up the same way? Maybe it's what popped in your head when we were in the grounding exercise. Maybe it's something else, but what keeps showing up the same way? This isn't necessarily like a general frustration, but this is more like a specific pattern. It's like the same moment that you stall, or the same type of decision you avoid, or the same kind of situation that keeps popping up for you. It keeps recurring. Name that thing as concretely as possible. And I'm going to give about 4 minutes to work on this one. Name it. And then what does it look like when it shows up? When's the last time you saw it? What happens when it shows up? What does it feel like? Really go into detail here. Get down to the details of it. We're really going to name that loop now. And you might notice that you have more than one. In fact, I think we all have more than one. And maybe you have multiple of them. And if you look at all of them, maybe they are one and the same. Maybe there's a similarity between them. Maybe they stem from the same reasoning. And so really look at that too. We still have another 2.5 minutes left. You got a lot of time. What's most important is that you get the information out of your head and onto paper right now. Okay, so again, what keeps showing up the same way? So this is a specific pattern or patterns. So this could be a moment where you stall, a type of decision that you avoid, the same situation that just keeps showing up. Name it as concretely as you can. What does it look like when it shows up? When did you last see it? What did it feel like? What's the same thing you keep doing over and over? What is this thing that's being repeated? Okay, start wrapping it up. We got about 20 seconds left. All right, so we're going to go a little deeper now. So the next question is this: what does staying in the loop give you? What does continuing to repeat that pattern over and over again, what does that give you? Every pattern has a function. This isn't about self blame. It's not like you're doing anything wrong. It's about just being honest with yourself. Maybe staying stuck in this loop feels safe. Maybe it feels familiar or manageable. But what is the loop protecting you from? What would you have to face or do if you broke the pattern? What does staying in the loop give you? What is the function of this pattern? This can be a little painful sometimes to get into and really dive deep like this, because if you're really being honest with yourself, it points to something that you're uncomfortable with. So again, what does staying in this loop give you? Does it make you feel safe? Is it familiar? Is it manageable? What's it protecting you from? And what would you have to face or do if the pattern broke? What's the thing you're resisting? We've got a little more than a minute left. So, again, what does staying in this loop give you? What is the function of this pattern? Be really honest with yourself about it. Lean into whatever that discomfort is, name it. Okay, wrap it up. The next question: what would one different move actually look like? What would one different move actually look like? So imagine you are going to, next time this pattern comes up, maybe you're in the midst of the pattern now, whatever, but just imagine that you are, I'm not saying a complete overhaul, but you're just going to change a specific thing. You're going to do something differently next time this pattern shows up. Small, concrete, just different. What's the smallest possible interruption to this loop or this pattern? So again, what would one different move actually look like? Name it. If you're going to feel uncomfortable, name that. How are you going to feel uncomfortable? What's uncomfortable about it? What would it do that's not uncomfortable? Would it still help you in some way? Would it, name all of those things. Name all the ways it feels and all the things that happen if you just change one small thing about this pattern. Imagine what it feels like. Imagine how the results could be different or the outcome could be different. Good, bad, otherwise, without judging it, just name it. What's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? So again, what would one different move actually look like? Not a whole new system or a complete overhaul, but just a specific thing that you could do differently next time this pattern shows up. Small and concrete. What is the smallest interruption to the loop? What's the worst that can happen? What's the best that could happen? We have about a minute left. All right. And now finally, I want you to finish this sentence and write the whole sentence because that's where the magical stuff happens. You write the whole thing out, not just the answer. The next time this pattern shows up, I will blank. The next time this pattern shows up, I will blank. One action, one response, one different choice. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be true and specific enough that you're going to recognize it the moment when it arrives. So again, the next time this pattern shows up, I will blank. While you're finishing this up, I'll just say you don't have to break this whole pattern today. That's not what this is about. You really just have to know what you're going to do differently next time. And it could be the tiniest little step. And it's about recognizing when it pops up so that you can make that change. So I would love to know how that landed for everyone. Um, and Kritika, you are muted. So if you would like to share, just don't forget you are muted right now. But how'd it go?
I don't know, just some mixed feelings. It's like a so soothing, so relaxed. I really want, because right now I am a very huge, confused person. I have, and lot of emotions where I'm go through. So this is a very magical and relaxing for me. So
Oh, I
happy for
love
that.
that. Good, good.
That's great. That is
What did
great.
you learn? Did you learn anything about your patterns or yourself, or like how did this go for you?
I learned a lot of things about myself. I'm just writing myself. I am, and I'm just writing, and I'm seeing. Oh, I'm like that. I can't imagine me in like that. So I'm so happy to see myself like I am. So it's
Yeah.
so good.
Oh, good.
That's
I'm glad that
great.
lands for you. Yeah. That's
Yes.
why it's nice to just slow it down and spend the time with ourselves to like answer hard things and really look inside because that's how we learn, right?
Uh,
Yeah.
the first time you said you open your eyes, I was like, I'm not opening my eyes. I'm in my imagination world. I'm just go through the. That's the best part. I just stay here.
I
So
will
good.
say the grounding part is awesome. And I have thought about just doing whole sessions that are just that, where it's like a 15, 20 minute, we just do that and just like lead you on a path. I've really thought about doing it. So many people have guided meditations, so I haven't, but
Yeah.
I mean, they really are good.
Yes. You
I doesn't imagine myself I'm doing that because I'm not a good at any type of these things, but I'm doing that time. I'm really proud of myself. I'm doing this because I am a that person. I'm not close my eyes, but right now I'm just entirely just imagination in my world. Thank you so much. Thank
Aw.
you for having this sessions. So
yeah.
helpful
You
for
are
me.
so welcome. You are so welcome. I do these, so I have a community here, and I do these every single weekday in my community. So I have a different one every day at the same time. And so you're welcome to join that community if you want to show up to some, and they're free. Um, and then I also post them on YouTube, like I had said before. So you can always watch a repeat on YouTube.
Of
And
course,
they're all a little bit
my
different too.
honor.
Yeah.
That's my honor. I
Awesome.
really, really watch your videos and also your community. I really want to part of.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is all free. So, yeah, you're welcome to them. So awesome. I'm glad you had that experience. Eveline, how did this
Yeah.
go for you today?
Well, first I want to tell her I know how you feel because when I first started doing this, it was like, whoa. I couldn't believe it. And like you said, you want to stay in the grounding because you feel safe and so good and the creativity really starts to come out during that time, which is really wonderful. Okay, so to avoid having to talk about what I'm supposed to talk about, I'll get to it. Um, for me, it's I need to get I told you before, my taxes done, and I keep avoiding going through the lessons, learning Quicken, and starting to input. So, my goal today is after we stop this, I'm not going on school, I'm going straight to my Quicken account and starting to input because I know that if I do that right after this, I'll do it. But if I get on school, I'm going to get caught up in answering questions and having fun, and my day
Yeah.
goes away. So that's my problem. I like having fun, but I need to get my work done for that.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not, my community's going to be fine if I don't post right now.
Totally is. And that's kind of in line with what mine is. Hi, Ann.
Hi, Jan.
Um, it's kind of in line with me. What did I say here? So it's a little different, but the idea is the same. Like I will avoid the thing that I know is the most important thing I need to do by doing something else that's also productive, but it's not what I need to be doing. Like
Right.
it's like the thing I do instead that I'm like, yeah, but look at this other thing that I did. And honestly, like that it's still not getting the thing done that actually matters. And so
Right.
I feel you.
Yes.
Wait, can you guys hear me? Can you
Yes.
guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
how are
Oh, let's
you?
go. I
Yeah.
thought my mic wasn't working. Yeah, well, I'm going with my dog right now. But
Aw.
yeah, I can feel you guys with like you telling that you I also feel like when I should do something for school without K and I'm on school with K, then I kind of still feel productive because like I'm building my business and stuff and I'm kind of being productive, but it's just not the thing that I need to get done. So what I've started now with setting new habits for the month of June is I want to build the habit now of whenever I come home, I do the stuff for school without K first, and after that I can do things that are still productive, but like aren't things I actually really need to like finish, like to do
Mm.
lists.
It's almost like school with a K is the treat. It's like
Yes.
you got to do this. and
Yeah.
then I can get on school and like get into
Yeah.
all the communities and like play and have a good time. But
Yep.
yeah, it's
Exactly.
really hard. So Kritika, we are all very addicted to school. Like our like here in all the communities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because right now the session I was very happy, or you had so much positive energy. Because of you, this room is so full of positiveness, so that's the
Aw,
best part of today's session. And I know why are you so much addicted for the school communities right now. I understand. So yeah,
yeah.
I
It
also.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have so much fun when we have so much fun in calls together. We have a really
Hmm.
good time. And it's really hard to like do the serious things for my business when I can come do this instead. You know, like this is so much better than like what I'm actually doing to make money. You know?
Yeah.
Because everybody was very busy in their lives, and you do that type of calls, it's a very relaxing to everybody and come together, and that kind of calls everybody can join one time
Mhm.
of
Hmm.
their life. So
Yeah.
awesome. Such a
Yes.
having fun, positive energy, going together, talking like that very very freely, nobody to judge you. So it's a very
Yep.
good part.
Yep. Yep. It's
Exactly.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It is pretty awesome. Well,
And
does anyone
I
have
haven't
anything else to add? Ooh, what was that? What are
I
you
wanted
eating?
to say, and I haven't found any other platform where you have so much sense of connection and cool
Oh,
vibes.
yeah, it's totally different than any social media, that's for sure. And just the level of
Hmm.
community here, just some other level. I mean,
Yep.
we doesn't
Yeah.
exist
Yeah.
elsewhere, and
Yeah.
not yeah, not like this. It's just not like this anywhere else.
Yes.
True.
Exactly. I just want to share one thing. I got into a community, and then as soon as somebody says, "So, how is your business going?" I know they want to sell me something, right? And we call them in school, we call them spammers. And so I told this person, I said, "Look, I'm really busy. I do this, this, and this. And so, really, I can't, DM you, which is talking personally between someone, I mean, not talking, but writing." And she says, "Well, okay, so just answer me this." And I thought, you must be from Facebook or Instagram, because this isn't the kind of vibe we give people when we're in school. We don't question them, we don't grill them, we don't criticize them. And so I found it funny while I was doing this. I thought, oh, she must be from Facebook. She hasn't learned that in this community we're supportive. We don't criticize people. We don't put people
Hmm.
down. We
Mhm.
don't make people feel uncomfortable for their feelings that they have. We let them share, and then, we go on. So I just found that funny that it came out right now in this exercise. So
Yeah,
anyway, that's it.
yeah. I mean, that's a really good point. I mean, and it's when I first came here. I mean, I think anyone when they first come onto the platform, especially because they're used to the other, social medias, it's hard to like switch your mindset at first because you're like, wait a minute, these people actually
Mm.
like me. Like these people actually want to support me learning, and I can support what they're learning. Like it just feels very different than what you get in so many other spaces. Unfortunately, I think Reddit can be pretty supportive in a way, but you're so disconnected from people on Reddit. You don't even know what they look like.
You're
Um,
right.
and so
Because
this is
Reddit had so many reviews. They had positive and also negative. So you can
yeah,
read that. You had two wire of connection. Like this is a positive, and next to is a negative. So you
yeah,
disconnected from that. So that's
Yeah.
the
exactly.
worst part of Reddit.
Well, and in this way, at least on on school, we connect personally. Like again, we're on this live call together. We're connecting. I can see everyone's face here, and
Right.
I know that you
Yeah.
are all real people. And by us having this kind of connection, we're more likely to just like we see the humanity in each other, and that's something that I think we miss on some platforms because we don't have this, and everybody, you get stuck in the loop where here we go talking about patterns, but you get stuck in the loop thinking that like you're not seeing all these comments as the human being attached to those comments. You start to just see the comments and without the context around it. And I think that can be really damaging. So I love that here we just have a different thing, and we can have these like weird hobbies and these things that we like that are like really obscure and strange and things that typically don't go together. There are so many communities that mesh those things together. Like business and astrology is a lot of what I'm doing right now. Most people think that's probably crazy, but it makes sense in my community. That's what it's evolving into because it's what's resonating with people. It's what's working. It's what is happening. So anyway, I just think that this is such a special space. And I'm really glad that we're all and that we can do this.
Yeah, I agree to that. Like school, I feel no, so much people don't know about the schools, but I just found out the best cozy, like best social platform is a school. I share it
Yes.
Yeah.
because so many people don't know about the school, what is the school communities look like. Somebody was like only some chatting group of it, some random communities, but nobody can see it's like a communities to hang out with kind of that insane peoples you were. So everybody wants to visit school one time, so it's the best community I feel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I totally agree.
Yes. 100%.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just be so authentical here, and that's
Yeah.
what differentiates it.
Yeah, it's authenticity. We can be exactly who we
Mhm.
are. We can show up who we are. We can be weird. We can be strange. We can be quirky. We can be unique.
Can be nerdy.
We can be nerdy. We can be all of these things at the same time, and it's cool. Like this is what it's all about. Like just be who you are and find your people. And that's really what I think this platform's all about, is finding your people.
We can be boomers.
Yep, I'm not even a boomer, but I'm a boomer. I do boomer things. And it's all ages. I mean, we have all ages on
Yeah.
just on camera right now. I mean,
I'm 72, and I'm talking.
72.
I'm 14.
But
He's
you
14.
didn't look like a 72.
Oh,
How can you
thank you.
maintain this?
I know.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, and I'm
thank
40. I'll
you.
be 45 on Sunday.
I know she
So
looks like
we
a
have
teenager.
yeah. So we have 14. We have 72. We have 45. You don't have to share your age, but you can.
I'm 17.
Oh,
17.
great! Yay!
So there
Yay.
we have all kinds of age. We have a wide range here, and I think that that's another beautiful thing. And we're all around the world.
Yes.
We have the United States, and in the United States, Evelyn's in California. I'm in Florida. We're at opposite sides. Jan is in Austria, and Kartika's in India. I mean,
Yes.
how
Where
cool is
it is.
Yeah,
It is.
that's
It's
so
wonderful.
cool.
Oh, well, I love it. I am so glad that all of you came today. I appreciate definitely, Kritika, getting to know you. Welcome to the
Yes.
community.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
and feel free to join my community too if you want to do these more often, or just get on my YouTube or whatever. But we do this here every Tuesday, so definitely pop into these on Tuesdays.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah,
Like this is a recording, so where can I find
it is.
out
It's
this
recording.
recording?
Yeah, it's totally recording. But I can stop recording, and then you can ask me if you want.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stop recording, and then just stay on, and we can talk. So
Okay.
all right. So to
Bye,
YouTube,
everyone.
to whoever's watching. I hope you all have the best day ever. And I'd love to hear about your comments, your experience doing this clarity reset or clarity by Christina. And yeah, have the best day.